Hello, dear people of the internet. Today, we are doing, as you can probably see from the title, my pet room tour, featuring my dog barking very loudly and annoyingly in the background. So that should be a really good time. I try and do these in one take because I'm the world's worst editor. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll all work out. I have a saltwater tank here. This is not actually being actively used, so I don't count it as a tank, really. It has some old hydra, which is a freshwater anemone, but it's not even mine. It's just my biology professor uses it for labs, and then I have some stuff from redoing my bathroom, which is over there, and I'm not showing that right now. I have my bird cage, which has a dove and a quail in it. I have my surfboard, which is my love. It has some delamination. It looks way worse on camera. It's only like this far up delaminated, and I'm getting that fixed when I go back to Ocracoke for the summer. I have this chair that looks like a coral to me, like a mushroom coral or something. And then I have my little desk with my typewriter, my notebook and phone, and then my one little Madagascar hissing roach. Her mate just died this week, so I haven't actually taken him out because I kind of forgot to. And sometimes they just act really sluggish if they haven't been drinking water for a while, so I made sure to refresh the water and give them a bunch of greens, but I'm pretty sure he is dead. It is just a little bit harder to tell with bugs because it's not the same as with a lot of animals. And here is probably my most well-known pet on my social media. And her name is Sangria, and she is my blood python. She is currently in shed, and I'm not going to be messing with her that much because as good of a snake as she is, she's really an angel. It's just not fair. I took her out last night to make sure that she was doing all right, nothing was stuck, and to kind of, sometimes she likes to move around when she's in shed. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this. As I said, Sangria, and she's a blood python. Normally she does not have the humidity box underneath here. That's just because she's in shed currently, and she doesn't go into it unless I put her hide on top. Also, yes, I know that red lights are not the optimal lighting for reptiles. This is not her main light in any way, or not her main heat, and I'm working on getting a new bulb, and it's just one that I had in the meantime when her heat mats failed. She, it's so dark, sorry, I'm really bad at paying attention to this. This is just a heat mat that is meant for humans, but it is something that runs full-time. Sorry, my dad just got home, so my dog's going crazy. It is something that runs full-time. It's like something you can use for kittens. I can link where you can get one. I use that on medium for her because that's what gets the best temperature. And here's where I keep all the cords and stuff. It's a little messy. This is also where I have my shoes. This is my room. But I sleep in the closet, which I'm not going to open up right now. It's large enough for me to stay in everything. It's not a super small closet. This is the front view. She has plant right there. That's actually dead, but one of my clients gave it to me, and it meant that I can get the humidity up there a bit. There's her water dish, and there's her hide humidity box, and her. Over here, I just have all my stuff on the wall. It's kind of boring. I have a lot of surf stuff up there, though, which is cool, and I have my resolutions and plans for the year. Here's the exciting part of this corner. My ridiculously algae-covered tank, and I have some corals in there. I'm working on getting an LED right now. I just have a fluorescent T5, which is fine for mushroom corals. They're pretty low maintenance. Here's the little hydrometer. This is Pasha, which I didn't even know meant anything. I just kind of made it up, I thought, but it means small in Russian. there is, let's see if we can get a better view of him. Sorry again for the algae. There's Frank, the peppermint shrimp. Yeah, it's not going to focus on that. And then I have some little snails all over the place. I need to get some turbo snails. Yeah, but this is my little tropical tank. I have green hairy mushrooms as my corals. I just got them yesterday. Most of them are settling in pretty well. This one, the lower one, did get a little battered up on the way home, so it's not as happy. The other one's doing just fine and is actually in the middle of splitting. These guys are fine. Pasha's a little camera hog. Clownfish tend to be like that. But yeah, I just have a bunch of live rock. This tank is 15 gallons, which is a really good starter size in my opinion. It's low maintenance compared to like a 5 or 10 gallon, and you can actually keep fish in it very ethically in my opinion. I think you can do that even with 5 gallons sometimes, but it really does depend on what fish you want to keep. I want clownfish and a goby and a wrasse. I don't know if I will be able to keep the wrasse in here, but I've been talking to some local people and they said, you know, in their opinion, it doesn't matter as much the swimming space so much as like the rock space. So once I get more rocks, they said it should honestly be fine, but I need to do more of my own research on that. Floating around right here is a little piece of Aptasia, which is not good. They do sting things. That's why I have my peppermint shrimp, or one of the reasons. But yeah, I just got Pasha yesterday. Actually, he was an adoptable fish at Petco, and then I went on Craigslist and got the corals yesterday too, which is why they're not looking so hot. But I've had the inverts for a little while now. I've had this tank running for over a year with some starfish and the live rock, all except for this chunk and that tiny little chunk that these guys are on. I've had all that and the filtration set up for a year, so everything's fine. Everybody's really happy and healthy. I'm not very experienced with saltwater, but so far it's going well and I'm really loving it. So that's my little saltwater tank. Pasha is really the cutest. We're going to be getting him a friend who will also be a male, because if you don't know how clownfish work, they start out as males and then the dominant one becomes female. So I'm hoping to get a black and white Ocellaris clownfish to be his friend, and that one will be named Kashi. So Pasha and Kashi. Over here are my birds and my plants. All up there, I have a little avocado tree on the top that I grew from a seed. These guys, I'm working on figuring out their cage. This is fairly recent. They were in this cage. They were in a pretty good cage before. It would fit their size requirements, but I prefer this. The quail has issues as far as her socialization. She was a little rescue from a farm, and she's fine once she's held, but she gets nervous around people. And come here. See, she's perfectly calm. But this is Athena the quail. Oop. She's a little chunky, so sometimes she doesn't exactly plan things that well, but she's a very good bird. And then the dove is Hosier. And this is my rat's old cage. It's a double critter nation. I'm working on getting some more enrichment for the quail, but she really doesn't use whatever I've given to her so far. I gave her a few hides. I gave her like a cardboard box, but I'm thinking of installing a shelf and putting a dirt bath up there because I know that she'll like that. And then I can also keep some food and water up there so that way it doesn't get like bedding all in it like it does down here, because literally, I kid you not, I've changed this like 3 times today, and I changed it right before the video so that way people wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, your bird's water is bedding in it, because people are like that. Same with this, and it already has bedding, because somebody really likes to fly, which is why they have this cage, and I'm fine with them flying. But, you know, I promise they do have clean water. All their dirty water goes to my plants, so that makes my plants relatively healthy. Here's my record player and my speakers, and here's my desk with my little roach. See if you can see her. She's just right in there, and then there's a millipede in there too. But yeah, so those are my pets. There's not much to talk about with the hissing cockroach, other than they're a lot better than you expect. Yes, Dad, I'm making a video. Please don't come in. Sorry about that. But yeah, so this is my pet room. Used to be my bedroom, and I moved my bed into my closet. And it's pretty low-key. I love everyone in here and try and take really good care of them. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please like the video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you really like my videos, and hit notifications if you don't want to miss anything from me. I've been live streaming a lot more recently with the saltwater tank if you want updates on that. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!